No, she's made me really nervous now. Do I need the microphone or can everybody hear me?
Pardon?
Yeah. Still looking after. Right, so all the serious bit is kind of out of the way for a few minutes, so if you want to go to the loo, unless you really want to hear some crap jokes, then there's a good time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked to be Dad's best man, and I've never been a best man before. There's lots of things I am the best at. Leaving my pants on the floor, forgetting lots of stuff, getting lost at Butlins, although I kind of share that one with Chris. But I've never been a best man. And I had a thought about it, I had a think, and I thought, you know, being the best man is a bit like making love to the Queen. It's a really great honour, but nobody really wants to do it, do they? But even so, I still agreed, and, you know, first duty, get the groom to the church on time. We were almost there, weren't we? Bit of chaos. And, just as an aside, I'm going to try and stick to this, but I might veer off. All the chaos, can I just say, was in the girls' house. Boys' house. All the children were sat nicely, weren't they? Sorted. There you go. The next wedding, all the girls come into the boys' house and be fine. Anyway, I believe there are 3 types of speech. There's soppy ones, we've heard a bit of that. There's funny ones, and there's those that incite people to war. Now I'm hoping that this is at least 2 of those, but I'll let you guess which, though I am dressed appropriately for one of them. And there's been lots of bangs going on, so there we go. Now, over the course of his life, Dad, being vaguely humorous and generally a top bloke, he's accumulated a lot of friends. So I did wonder why he chose me to be his best man. And I suppose the fact that most of your mates are coppers and have loads of notebooks filled with all the stuff probably had something to do with it. And the fact I wasn't there for 25 years of your life probably had to do with the rest of it. But anyway, so I decided to ask him, I said, you know, why me? Why your best man? And he said, you are my son. I raised you, clothed you, fed you, taught you right from wrong. So I trust you not to humiliate me or embarrass me in your best man speech. And I think that's what I would have said. All I heard was, game on! But you haven't got to worry though, because most of these stories are a bit like a Tesco's lasagna, about 50% full, so I had to get that one. Now it's customary during the best man speech to tell of a bit of a law-breaking incident. But how do you do that when he's a cop? You know, being a policeman, Dad's clearly never been in trouble with the Rozzers. Well, apart from crashing the police car several times, falling asleep against lampposts while he's on the beat, breaking a burglar's face against the garage door. But apart from that, never been in trouble. Never. He's been a local hero. Bravely took a beetroot jar to the face, didn't you, apprehending a bird? Was it a beetroot jar, or was just the colour of your face afterwards? There we go. Anyway. Over the numerous years Mum and Dad have been together, they've lived in some amazing places. And Scunthorpe. They've travelled around the world together. And it reminded me of a story when they were over in America. They were travelling across by car from Michigan to Washington DC, and after a long day on the road, they were clearly too tired to continue and decided to stop in a really nice hotel. They pushed the boat out and went to a really nice place. So, but the plan was to only stay for 4 hours, you know, just have a bit of a kip and then get back on the road. So, went to the nice room, lay down a few hours, got back up, got everything in the car, and went to check out. Very surprised to be handed a bill for $350. Dad went a bit mental. Well, as mental as Dad gets, for those that know. Yeah. I think it's a nice hotel, but it's not $350 worth. And when the clerk tells him that $350 is the standard rate, Dad wants the manager. Get the manager in right now. So anyway, the manager comes out and explains that this hotel has an Olympic-sized swimming pool and a huge conference centre, Wi-Fi, widescreen TVs, all available for you to use. The best entertainers from New York, Hollywood and Las Vegas come here to perform, explains the manager. And no matter what the facility the manager mentions, Dad says, but we didn't use it. To which the manager repeats, it was there, you could have. So the manager is unmoved, and eventually Dad gives up and agrees to pay him, writes him out a cheque, hands him over. The manager looks at him and goes, sir, this is only for $100. That's right, Dad says. I've charged you $250 for sleeping with my wife. The manager says, I didn't. To which Dad says, she was there, you could have. Anyway, After 40 years, you know, they're clearly now completely compatible. I mean, if Mum starts a sentence, he finishes it. Though, come to think of it, if she starts a bar of chocolate or a bag of chips, he finishes them too. You know, I've never really heard a crossword, and then I have been accused of not paying attention a lot of the time. At least I think that's what they said. But you can't give advice to people who've been married 40 years, can you? What can you say? You just go, well done. Keep going. And, you know, give us the advice, you know. But, no, I mean, a little bit of a serious bit, you know, just thank you. You know, everyone's been thanked. This is a wonderful warm day. Thank you all so much for coming. And Mum, Dad, thank you so much for a wonderful upbringing. Home full of love. Oh, thanks for not taking us on Jeremy Kyle. I may be the best man, but they are definitely the best parents. Now we've got a couple of bits for you. This is your anniversary after all, so Sue. Now most people dream of winning the lottery, owning an island, marrying Johnny Depp. What's your dream, Mum? What have you wanted to do for years and years and years? Think big.
Yeah, but I've only ever wanted to drive a bus, and that never.
Well, Sue's done all the work for this. She's found a bus company who are going to let you drive their own bus. Dream big!
I bet you won't come on it with me.
Alright, maybe.
Wow, look at that! Fabulous!
Now, Dad, we couldn't bring back Brian Clough. But as a close second, I hope your dream's a river cruise down the Thames with some tea. Is that what
Fabulous!
Might see Brian walking across the water.
You might. Round of applause for all that, please. Cliff, you've got off lightly. I haven't got any stories on you, but I'm sure I'll get some in the bar later. Get some later on. Thank you very much for your time.